to people, go to people's houses, a bit like what you do on TikTok.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 peas in a pod. Yes, he did.
No.
And then,
no, I didn't.
and it was done for drinking and driving.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the same copper that you keep saying about, because you
No,
said
he's
that
not.
he was in the army,
He's not a
right?
police officer,
You said he
no.
was in the army. Well, I got the article, love.
Go on then.
Yeah, you keep saying that was in the army. Yeah, they decided they came out of the army and they
Oh,
became
no,
a
it's
police
Peter.
officer. Is that
It's
the same
Peter.
guy?
Should we have a chat about
Right.
Peter?
Wait, Angie,
Is that the same guy? Is that the
Should we have a
same
chat about
guy,
Peter?
Corey?
Should we have a chat
No,
about Peter?
Corey, is that the same guy?
Should we have a chat about Peter?
My dad. Talk
Marvellous.
about as much as you want.
Well, then after
Talk
you.
about as much as an amazing father. Yeah, it wasn't done for drinking and driving.
Okay.
Talk about as much as you want.
Have you got evidence of that?
Yeah, I do. I have an article. You have an article that your father was done for drinking and driving.
And?
Yeah, then when he came out of the army, yeah? Is that the same copper that you keep saying, talking
No,
about?
I've told you this 4 times. I know you keep on repeating yourself, but you're not going to have a different answer. I've told you 4 times the answer is no.
Right. So
I
the
think
one
so,
that
too.
was an ex-copper, he wasn't in the army, no?
No.
Right, but it's funny that, because you only told me the other day that he was in the army.
My birth father was in the army.
Right, your birth father, so your adopted father was a police officer, right?
Not
Come on,
adopted,
guys,
he was foster.
man.
But yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
Thank
Right.
you.
Some family did.
Guys, I can't. Sandy, she's on her own
I'm
live.
so grateful this woman did not conceive children.
I'm so grateful
so
you haven't
grateful.
conceived children.
I've already got
And I'm so grateful that you haven't
I'm
either.
so grateful. Can you spell
Yeah,
grateful?
neither have you.
Can you spell
neither have
grateful?
you.
Guys, can you not just
Can you spell grateful?
stop? Come on.
Yeah, because you probably you
You're
look
gonna
like
both end
I
up
asked
saying
you a
something
question.
that I'm gonna
Father.
regret, man.
Asked you a
You look
question.
exactly like your father.
Thank you.
Exactly
That's
like
an absolute compliment. Thank you very much.
Guys,
indeed.
I've tried.
compliment. What the
Good
drunk
adults.
driver?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
but
don't,
left
I
the
don't drink
army.
though, Angela.
The one that left the army, they said he had PTSD and started to drink and drive and all this kind of shit. and threaten
Angie!
people.
Have you ever been to war?
Oh, you guys
Have you
are
ever
arguing
been
like
to
brother
war?
and sister. What's
Have you ever
going
been
on?
to war, Angela?
Well, I know people that have gone to war, but they don't threaten people and they don't become drink
My
drivers.
father's never threatened anybody.
Wow, no,
Thank you,
what I
Mummy.
read. No, what I read, love. No,
Go on
what I
then.
read.
Go on then, read it then.
Yeah. Oh, was it Derek? Derek? Something?
Derek?
Yeah, that's what I read.
You're such a liar, Angela. You're just making this up
Oh,
as they go
yeah,
along.
we're going with
Look at her,
One
she's
of our
just
mods
a
should
battle,
call her,
that's
man.
all she
It was
wants.
done for drinking and driving. When he left the army.
Yeah, fought for the country that you moved over to.
Who was
Yeah,
it?
that one. Yeah, thank you, Mammy. How many years ago was that news article? Does anyone know? Thank you, Slitter.
No one cares.
Oh, we'll find out first. I'm not playing Purple Rain, guys. I'm not making fun of her father. He's dead. You
Why
wouldn't like
would
to
you
see the
make
embarrassment that's in
the
front of
thing?
him. I just said I'm not playing it.
He just said he's not going to, Angie. He said he's not.
Yeah, well,
Some
why
of
would
us
you
have
make
decorum and
father?
morals. Some of us have decorum and morals. Something that your 50-year-old
Yeah, but your
right
father's
age,
still alive. Your father's still alive.
and that's not my problem. I didn't kill your dad, did I?
Yeah, but your father was still alive. He's still committed. He's still drunk and drive behind that wheel.
And
Yeah, he could have killed someone.
you came back from
I
war.
meant to feel sorry for your father. That could have been.
So
could have killed
let's
someone.
get somebody in this
Yeah,
box that has
PTSD.
been to war. Hold on. Let's get somebody that's gone to war, and then we can ask them the question.
Yeah.
How they
But
kept
let
it
me ask
together
you a
after.
question. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I'm not
because
answering anything from
because
you.
someone suffers with PTSD, which a lot of people, my friend suffers with PTSD, right? So we meant to feel sorry for someone that's gone behind the wheel and decided to drink. I don't drink myself, but I never get behind the wheel. And they could risk other people's life. We meant to feel sorry for them because there's some PTSD. Piss off.
No, Angie.
Is that my
come on, man.
responsibility to explain my dad's actions? That was a question,
Maybe
by the
not.
way.
Go, please.
Maybe not, Corey.
So what's your excuse for being a
But
drunk?
what was it about my father?
What's your
Yes,
excuse?
yes.
What's your excuse for being a drunk?
But I don't get behind a wheel.
Okay, but what is your excuse for being a drunk? It's a
I
question.
don't have an excuse, Corey, but I don't hurt anybody
Corey.
else. The thing is that Corey don't hurt anyone else like your father.
My father didn't hurt
Yeah,
anyone.
no.
He crashed into a
Yeah,
roundabout.
but he would have. He would have.
What I'm
No,
saying
no,
is
he crashed into a
you
roundabout.
Steve from the
There's one
army.
thing I hate, and that's a drink driver.
He
a drunk
crashed
driver.
into a roundabout. Simple as that. He only hurt
Yeah.
himself, nobody else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
disgusting.
She did
Alex, what are you
drink. She
fucking
did. She did drink drive. She drove to the vets. Oh, you
no,
on live.
No, I never. No, I would have been arrested.
How did you lose your license? Out of
That's a
curiosity.
choice.
Wait, did you have a
lose your
license?
I never lost my license, Corey. I've still got
you
You have a
my.
license.
Can we see it?
I've still got my license.
Go on then, show us.
Yeah, I do.
Go on then, show
No,
us.
you can't. No, you
No,
can't. I'm
she
not
hasn't
showing
got it.
social media.
She lost it for
No,
drink
that's for
driving
you
to
to go
the
find
vets.
out.
No, I didn't
No,
find
I
out anything.
did.
Thank you. No.
And no, I didn't. Yeah, I never, ever, ever been arrested for drinking and driving. Don't look me up. But unlike your father, he did. It was an article, right?
Do you know, right? I'm enjoying seeing this is your article of the dad. Oh, thank you. Let's have a look.
You admitted to drink driving, guys.
Angela did.
Oh.
No, I've
Angela,
never.
you used to drive.
drinking and driving.
Angie, she
Huh?
used to drive.
I used to drive, never drunk and drive, no. There's trolls.
How come you don't drive no more?
I just became expensive. I don't need to go out anywhere. So I
Oh,
put
so
my
this is
car
back-
off road.
So this article was back in 2008. Is that the depths you're going back to?
Thank you.
Is that a yes?
Huh?
You're going back to 2008.
You shouldn't make your father.
Yeah, 2008. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I would like to point out at that point. Hold on. I would like to point out at that point, right, that I wasn't even under his care.
Right, still your father.
And
Yeah, well, there you
I
go.
was under his care at that point. So you're
He
talking about a
also made
situation that
threats-
happened over
The
17
thing
years
is,
ago.
The funny thing is, though, Corey, he also
Big ups
made
to Little
threats
Darling.
at people's houses.
No, he didn't.
He was
Have you
also
got proof of that?
made threats,
You got
right?
proof of that?
One sec,
Have
Corey,
you
one
got
sec,
proof
Corey.
of that? No,
He
you
also
haven't.
made threats to people.
No, he
He also
didn't.
made threats.
You have no
Come
proof.
over, stop
You
it
have no
now.
proof.
Yes,
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
No, it didn't.
I do have the proof. He made threats to people in their
then.
houses.
Go on
He
then.
made threats to people's houses,
Where
just
does it
like
say
you
that?
would do.
Where does it say that? Thank you, Jane. Where does it
I
say
really
that?
don't. It does.
Where does it
It
say
does.
that?
I'll have a
Well,
look.
then hurry
shall I?
up, because I got it in front of me. No, it doesn't.
Wait, what did she say? There was a what?
Oh, yes, it is.
Well done,
Yes,
Jojo. Good doggy. Well done, Jojo.
Thank you.
Spend your
Thank
cash.
you.
Jojo, how can you go from being a nurse to then suddenly being a lawyer? Madness. We're on to you, Jojo.
Oh, you're so boring.
Oh, no, that's you, darling. You're the one that's fallen off.
Pure jealousy. That's pure jealousy.
I'm not jealous.
Corey.
What's taking you all day to create, and I've still got more money than you. Ha, 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 ha.
No one cares. No one cares. So someone is saying, check my WhatsApp. Oh, what's this about?
I've been tagged in a video.
I think I can do whatever I want, Maddie, but you all come to the block list. Turn up. Don't speak on kids. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't want to be.
The second situation, right, was the first, whatever, I can't remember. So I went to his house after staying for 2 weeks, right? And he was a big solid guy, right? He's anyway, it doesn't matter. But anyway,
Don't speak on kids. I can
I
do
went
whatever
to
the
his
fuck I
house.
want.
I went to the toilet. I was coming
Thank you, guys.
downstairs. I
Good luck,
could hear my
everyone.
phone turning on.
Angela, do you
Wow.
not want to listen to you admitting to drink driving? No, you don't want to listen to that, do you?
No, go to
He
sleep.
was going for my phone. Yeah. And I was talking to other people because I thought we was having I thought it was a casual relationship that we was in. Anyway, he questioned me as to why I'm taking this guy and blah, 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 blah.
He wasn't dating everybody, let's be honest. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Anyway, it turns out
Come on, I need
really
Jojo
fast.
broke. I need Jojo
Punched me in the
broke.
stomach,
Oh,
right?
pick yourself, Corey.
I can't remember what happened next, but I was trying to calm him down because we were both intoxicated. I wasn't intoxicated as he thought it was, so I played on that. I did play on that.
Me and Millie are just here like,
You played on being intoxicated. You do that a lot on this app, don't you?
Into his garden, trying to find an exit because I couldn't get out of his house. He followed me into the garden. He told me to go back inside. I went back inside and said I want to go home. He wouldn't let me go back home. He took the key out of the door
you,
so I
Maddie.
couldn't get out the door. So I was stuck, yeah, so I couldn't get outside his house. So
oh no.
at one point he wasn't looking, so I pocketed the police and I left it in my
One time he wasn't looking, so you pocket dialed the police. Do you just make this up as you go along? It's drunk rambling.
Pocket, and the police heard everything.
Guys, I want you to watch the scores now because Jojo won't drop on her, right? And look how low her scores
no
are.
one
She ain't got a
cares, no
team.
one cares.
She ain't got a team. She only got one person.
He eventually let me out of the house.
Jealousy,
Went into my
Angie.
car because I had my car outside.
It kills, doesn't it,
He
babe?
tried to get into my
Aw.
car.
No,
Thank God
please.
I had I was on the phone to the police at the time.
Oh, she got in her car?
My car was locked because I automatically locked it. You can get in. I went home and he actually followed me all the way home, halfway to my house. Halfway. Not all the way, but he already knew where I lived anyway because he looked my address up on the internet. The police phoned me the next day because they didn't trace my phone call, and they said, we will protect you from him, tell us who he is, we're going to arrest him. And I said to them, but you cannot protect me, you couldn't even trace the fucking phone call.
Drink driving is a very serious offence.
So
Don't
what's
you
your
agree?
point?
So
I
wait,
agree
what's
that
your
drink
point?
driving is a very serious offence.
What's your point? I wasn't drinking and driving.
So why would you admit that on a public platform if you wasn't?
What did I admit to?
You said I jumped in the car after a few drinks. I wasn't as drunk as him, but I was drunk. Thank you, Meg.
I jumped in
Thank
the
you,
car
Media.
because I was in a TV, but I was in a hit me in the stomach.
So, have you got
I
any proof of
had
this?
to jump in the car because I had no choice. Because he
Right.
hit me in the stomach.
And you decided to drive in an intoxicated state.
Well, I had no choice. Like I said, I had to get out of the house.
Yeah, but
and
you
I
got-
wasn't intoxicated.
Well, a bit
I
similar.
was not
Hold
intoxicated.
on. A bit similar to how you do with every other person
No, I
who
never
goes through
jumped in the car
trauma. We demand
intoxicated.
proof.
But I had to.
We demand proof.
No. Corey,
Proof.
this man, right, I was with, he hit me, he locked me in his house and I couldn't get out. So I pocket dialed the police to get out of the house. I eventually got out of the house and I jumped in my car. I wasn't intoxicated. I had probably two drinks, but I had to get out of there because he punched me in the stomach. That's exactly what happened.
Can I ask you,
what's
why
the
are you
point?
using Chloe's story word for word as your own?
That's not Chloe. That's not Chloe's story because that's
It is.
also documented. No, that's documented
It
in the
is.
police
Word
station.
for word, you are sounding like
Right,
Chloe's story.
okay. Do you want me to get that? Do you want me to get the disclosure? Whatever they call
Disclosure.
it, they give you. Yeah, because I did phone them. I pocket told them. I've always
Angela,
mentioned that
this is the
story.
thing.
I
Every
mentioned
time
that
you
story
promised
a
us-
long time.
Every time you were promised us evidence, it has never once
listen,
been
I'm gonna
provided.
mute you, I'm gonna mute
Yeah, I
you.
thought
Shut
you
your
would.
mouth. Yeah, I mentioned that there was a guy.
I know, guys, it's Chloe's story. It's not hers to tell. It's not hers to tell. It's Chloe's. It's not hers to tell. I know. Guys, you know what to do. Just add up.
Wait, I remember the Chloe one. I remember that.
They
This
ripped
is
through
what
my
we said
phone,
to her.
It's not hers.
and
I remember the
hear my
Chloe
phone
story.
turn on.
You're talking about Chloe with the black heart, right?
Jealous.
Yeah. no.
Chloe's story,
He
word
got
for word.
jealous because I was talking to
Yeah, I
somebody
remember,
else. I didn't
and you
see,
were getting
I think
onto
it
her
was
for
much of
getting
a
in that
relationship
car.
that we had. I spoke to him and he punched me in the stomach. And then he started getting religious on me, started talking about Jesus Christ and all this kind of thing. After he punched me in the stomach, so I got a bit scared. I pocket dialed the police because I didn't know what else to do. Because my phone was in the pocket when he was walking in front of me. I kind of
Guys,
looked at I phoned them. The police couldn't trace my call. However, I left. Eventually, got out of the house because he locked me in the house. I eventually got out and I drove home. He drove halfway back to my house. That's what happened.
You just admitted to drink driving, but you had to go my father for doing the same.
No, I was never intoxicated.
Right, whatever. Anyway,
No,
Angela.
I was on the phone to the police.
Angela?
I was on the phone to the police.
Okay, fabulous. I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth.
That's
So,
fine. But I
big
was
up
on
my
the phone to
slitter,
the police.
darling.
Because I had no choice but to get out of that house and to leave. I had no choice.
Well, again, I don't agree with anything
I was
you
not
say.
intoxicated.
Everything you say is a lie, and you've literally just copied
Okay.
Chloe's story word for word throughout
Why
all
would
of
I
it.
copy Chloe's story? That's crazy.
How would you know who
She
I'm
was a
referring
drunk
to?
driver.
How would you know who
No,
I'm
I know who
referring
you're
to?
talking about.
How would you know who
I know
I'm
who you're
referring
talking
to? Because you're a
Oh, I
liar.
know who you're talking about because
You're a liar.
she is a drunk driver.
I'm not going to
No,
entertain
she's
you
a
anymore.
drunk driver.
Angela,
Because she
I
turned
hope
around
you
and
fall
said
down
she
the
was-
stairs.
she was-
Goodbye. Jojo's turned her rankings off. Honest to God, it's embarrassing. Word for word, she was copying that. Salita, can you drop a comment, please? Can everyone please comment Comment. Can everyone please follow my solicitor? Word for word, that was. Copied Chloe's story, word for word. Alicia, do you want it in the box? And you can explain. I don't think I could do boxes, actually, Alicia. Alicia, ring my mobile. She copies everything she says, word for word. You're embarrassing. Get out, Kirsty. You're worse. Go back to Delulu, darling. There's a reason why she's fallen off the app. And that's because the stuff that comes out of her mouth. Nothing to do with me, thank you. Don't blame me. Hello?
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes, go ahead, babes. They're all listening. It's Alicia. Oh, I need to dox your number then. Don't blame me.
Chloe with the black heart is my friend, and she went through DV. She's spoken about it openly. She had to get into her car. She'd had a drink to flee the guy. She's had Angie go at her for this, telling her that she shouldn't have drove, blah, blah, blah. But Angela has just used Chloe's story word for word, saying that it's what happened to her. It's never happened to her. And she's also...
Oh, Chloe's in my chat, apparently.
Yeah, she probably is.
Hi,
And,
Chloe, darling.
Justice for Chloe.
Justice for you, Chloe.
Angela has said several times that she's never been through DV, and then all of a sudden she's been through what Chloe has word for word.
Oh yeah,
No
Chloe's just been
bullshit.
pinned.
Justice
Hello,
for
Chloe. I'm so sorry you had to have somebody copy your story for the sake of TikTok clout.
Justice for Chloe with the black heart.
Yes, justice for Chloe all the way. Salita, can you drop a comment, please?
All right, bye.